Hi, so my name is Danielle, also known as Miss Happy Housewife, and I have been on a quest to find the perfect mop. I have the luxury vinyl laminate floors, and honestly, I'm having a real hard time finding the perfect mop. This is the Bona Spray Mop for hardwood floors. I bought this and I have no idea if this is going to work. So if you want to go and find out a little bit more about this, stay tuned. So I want to give you a little bit of background. I have tried a lot of mops and honestly, I'm trying to find the best one. So I really am trying to find something that isn't your normal bucket kind of mop. You know, the one where you have to put it inside the bucket and squeeze it out. That's too much work. I've also tried the Swiver regular mop, you know, the one that you have to go and take off the pads for and dispose of them. That's okay, but it's not really good for any kind of heavy stuff, and it's leaving a residue on my vinyl laminate, and that's not going to work. So I wanted to try this one. I'm trying to find something a little bit easier. I do have a shark mop, which is great, but it's kind of heavy. So hopefully this one's gonna be a little bit easier. So that's where I am. That's why I bought the mop, and let's see if it works. So I want to share with you a little bit about my floor and one of the reasons why I needed another mop. So this here, right there, as you can see, I have a dog, and unfortunately, sometimes she has accidents in the house. Now, I have already mopped this with the Swiver pad, like I mentioned, and I've even gone over it with water. I've tried to mop it with Pine Sol, and it's still like this. So I'm hoping that with our new mop, it's going to come out. So I'm going to show you how to actually use the mop. All right, so what we're going to do is with your nozzle right here, what you're going to do is you're going to just give it a little squeeze and a mist comes out. Now I'm gonna go for it twice and let's see if it comes out. It does have some tension on it, but I believe that's because it's going to actually tell you that it's working, because you can actually feel that you can feel that it is not easy to glide over the floor. So now I'm going to go along with the grain. All right, now this says that it dries 4 times faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for just not even a minute, and we're gonna come back and see if it did its job. So the floor is dry, and like I said, it was not even a minute. So I just wanna share with you, look at that. It actually came out clean. And I want to also share with you that this does not have a sticky residue at all whatsoever. The sound you hear is me touching the floor. That's it. It's just the pressure of my hand, but that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these floors. There's my camera right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these floors, and I'll get back with you and let's see how good it cleans.
And up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know.
All right, so I want to go ahead and show you the results here. If you remember over here, it was quite dirty, and yes, it did actually take it up. So I'm very happy about that. Let's come over here. And I know it's a little bit bright, but maybe you can see that it definitely did clean it up. And over here where it was super, super messy, it cleaned it up as well. So let's sit down and talk about my final thoughts. So I want to give my final thoughts on the Bona mop. So I had paid, I believe it was about $30 for this mop. And when I first started using it, it was kind of heavy to push. And as I started to move on and keep mopping with it, it actually got a lot easier. So I like the fact that you can definitely feel that it's doing something. It's not as light to push as the just regular Swiffer mop with the disposable pads, but I do feel as though it did a much better job, and there's no sticky residue on my floors. So that's awesome. Would I buy it again? That's the real thing. And you know what? Yes, I would. This is the kind of mop that I would probably not use for just an everyday something spilled, quickly mop it up. No, this is going to be something that I would use during my deep cleaning to mop the kitchen floor when I'm in that zone. But it's not going to be something I'm going to use every single day. For that, I will still use my Swiffer and just hit this on maybe the once a week for my weekly home blessing, or like I said, in the deep cleaning zone. So I hope that helped you decide whether or not you want to go and purchase this mop. If you do, I do have a link down in the description. It'll be free for you to use it. It does help out my channel, but I hope this has helped. If you want to learn more about my homekeeping system, then go ahead and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.